Okay, welcome dear students to this first video tutorial for our online course for Grammar 2 in this semester 2. This tutorial is a first one in which I'm going to try to give you an overview of the chapters that we need to cover for semester 2 regarding grammar. Okay, first uh, statement here is that this online English grammar course is a developmental skills course for intermediate to advanced English language learners. That is to say, it is meant for students who are normally supposed to be in an intermediate level, and to hopefully this course will help them improve and move into an advanced level in terms of their competence regarding the use of English grammar. Uh, Takes a time-tested approach that blends direct grammar instruction with carefully sequenced practice to develop all language skills. According to this first sentence here, this course integrates two components. So we're going to have direct, okay, direct English grammar or direct grammar instruction. Let's say we're going to have a number of rules, and we'll explain the rules for you and the principles that are related to those rules. But at the same time, after the explanations, we're going to have lot of practice, okay, in which you're going to have a number of interactive, automatically graded and corrected exercises that will be put for you on in online, and this is the approach that we have been using in class, and we're going to continue to use the same approach online. So you will have the explanations. I will post for you the video tutorials which explain the rules, the examples. They give you the examples for the rules and principles, but at the same time, after that, they will be followed by these interactive, automatically corrected and graded exercises for you online. Grammar is viewed as an organizing system to help students make sense of the language they see and hear, rather than as a mere collection of rules. Why we have this combination of these two elements, direct grammar instruction and practice and exercises? Because the mastery of any grammar, and English is one of them, is not simply the explanation of the rules and the principles for each aspect of English grammar, but it has to be followed and practiced, followed by a number of interactive exercises and practice to enhance the understanding of those principles and rules, rather than as a mere collection of rules. This perspective provides a natural logic framework for students to make English their own, and this way it is hoped that the students will understand better the rules of English grammar, and also will master these rules and principles and use them appropriately when they are speaking English, when they are writing English. So that's why in this online course, I have done my best in order to include a number of interactive, automatically corrected and graded exercises. Okay, there will be a lot of practice for you to do wherever you are. Okay. This is exactly what we have been doing in class, by the way. Whenever we finish explanation of the rules, we do the exercises in the class, and then we correct them, and then we move forward, and so on and so forth. So we are going to continue using the same approach, okay? Yeah, we'll do the video tutorials for you, explain the rules and principles and examples and so on and so forth, and then after that I will ask you to do the online interactive exercises after that, okay? Next, this is what I have just said now is the explanation of the approach that we have been using and will be using in this online course. Okay. Now, concerning the content of what you are required to cover in this semester too. So the basic aim is to review basic models, model forms and gain mastery of their more advanced forms, meanings, and to learn additional uses of model auxiliaries. So we're going to deal with models. Okay, so we're going to deal with models. That's why you are required to go through chapter on models part 1 and the chapter on models part 2, which you have in your textbook. Okay, and then it is hoped that you are going to understand better and gain mastery of the advanced okay forms and meanings okay of model forms, so the situations where we use them and how we use them. Okay, after dealing with models, we're going to move to gerunds and infinitives, part 1 and part 2. So then gerunds, okay, so at the beginning we'll cover gerunds and their functions, and the functions of gerunds, why we use gerunds, are dealt with before moving on to of course infinitives. Okay, so we're going to talk about gerunds and how we use them and the functions for which we have infinitives as well. And you were going to notice that in this two chapters, gerunds and infinitives, part 1 and part 2, there are a number of special groups, okay, special groups of verbs. So they are going to have a list, so no many lists of special group of verbs that are either followed by infinitives, special groups of verbs that are followed by gerunds, or special groups of verbs that are followed by both, okay, gerunds and infinitives. Okay, the course, that's why the course emphasizes the importance of becoming comfortable with using both gerunds and infinitives through practice rather than rote memorization. So when you're going to cover and read the chapter 1 and chapter 2, part 1 and part 2 of gerunds and infinitives, you're going to have a number of lists of special groups of such verbs. Okay, these remember this. Okay, special groups of okay lists. You're going to have lists. So this doesn't mean that you need to focus on memorization. Okay, it doesn't mean that you need to go through those lists and remember those special groups of verbs that are followed by infinitives, and those special groups of verbs that are followed by gerunds, and those special groups of verbs that are followed by both. No, it means that you need to do that via practice. That's why practice. Okay, you need to do the practice, you need to do the exercises that I'm going to give you online in order to help you understand those special groups and remember them. Okay, rather than just simply taking the list by itself and start remembering it by heart. That wouldn't work. What you need to do is to do the exercise, to do the practice that go with these lists, okay, of special groups of verbs. Okay, reference lists are at the end of the chapters on gerunds and infinitive, part 1 and part 2. You're going to have a number of reference lists of these special special groups. Okay, special groups. You have reference okay lists. Okay, let's say you need to remember them, but raw memorization is not recommended at all. Please, okay, don't take them and learn them as such by heart. Okay, using raw memorization. No, you need to do the practice. Okay, you need to do practice, and you need to do interactive exercises. Okay. So after that, dealing with Gen 7, we're going to move into the last chapter, which is about conditional. Okay, finally, since verb forms are used for distinctions of meanings and conditions, and the course begins with a summary of their use in presenting both factual and contrary to fact information. So we will deal with conditionals type 0, 1, 2, 3, and we will go through the changes in the forms of verbs, okay, and the changes in the verb forms, and also the result, the trigger regarding the meaning, okay, regarding the meaning of the conditional sentences. Sometimes they can have factual information, sometimes you can have contrary to fact information. Okay, so for the moment I'm not going to give the details, but this is just to tell you that this is what we're going to cover during this online course about grammar 2. So we'll finish by dealing with conditional sentences, type 0, 1, 2, 3, and different meanings that are used to express. Finally, the course ends with the section on wishes. Okay, we will finish by dealing with wishes, because wishes and conditionals almost have the same thing regarding the verb forms and also regarding the meaning to some extent. Okay, we see the differences, so that's why they are put together into this chapter. So this is it for this video. So I don't want to make it long. Okay, so and hopefully we will enjoy this experience together online and benefit okay from it and learn from it as much as we can. Okay, take uh, benefit of it, please. Okay, and do the exercises, listen to the video tutorials, and do the activities. Okay, so that's you can call that you have covered the content of semester 2 grammar 2 course. Thank you very much.